Hey y'all. I want to thank y'all so much for joining this Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley Nicole Phillips transmission. If you're new to the podcast, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Follow if you're watching on Spotify. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Follow if you're watching on Spotify. Hit the notification bell on YouTube to join the Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley Nicole Phillips' journey to a healed and balanced human culture, planet Earth. Within the podcast, again, my name is Ashley Nicole Phillips. Within the podcast, I share my experience, my journey, the divine wisdoms in which are being and have been brought into my conscious awareness through my intimacy with myself, the growing and evolving into greater conscious awareness as well as conscious embodiment of my limitless potentials. Using my shaman mama capabilities, my connection to my soul, the oneness of all things, divination skills, soul gifts, mediumship, channeling abilities. I channel energies, forces, ancestral forces within the podcast as they lend their experience, their wisdoms, their healing frequencies to assist us as we awaken the masses, as human beings of planet Earth, as beings of galactic creation, to the remembrance that we are divine limitless potentials. We've always only been divine limitless potentials. We were in what my soul calls a gestational phase, or in a chrysalis, being prepared, garnering experience, wisdoms, to awaken or blossom, bloom back into divine creation as remembered, omnipotent, unconditionally loving beings of limitless potentials, limitless potentials, in which we most commonly term God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, the Most High, within our synaptical understanding of reality. I say that I use my spiritual gifts to channel ancestral forces and healing frequencies. The truth is that I deepen the intimacy with myself. The ancestors, the other dimensions of divine creation have 0 degrees of separation from the self, who we perceive ourselves to be in any moment, and the omnipotent truth of the existence of limitless potentials, infinite dimensions beyond our synaptical understanding of who we are in any moment. All is truly one. There are many infinite ways to perceive or interpret the oneness of all things. So all is truly infinite, simultaneously one. My journey of awakening has been a process that has been completely and totally, it's been a process of evolution, not overnight. It's been growth. As my soul always tells me, hey, Ashley, my soul has to remind me, hey, Ashley, life is a journey, not a race. Life is a journey, not a race. Life is a journey, not a race. Not only that, but life is infinite. And we're remembering this. We're remembering our infinite potentials, which brings me to the Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley Nicole Phillips, 2033 prophecy. By the year 2033, the divine says, or my soul says, the oneness of all things says, or you say, on an omnipotent level, by the year 2033, we will be a human culture, planet Earth, humanity of planet Earth, with no death, no disease, no war, no famine, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. As death, disease, war, famine, poverty, pedophilia, sex trafficking, human trafficking was a part of this gestational phase, where we became out of alignment with the energies, frequencies. We became calcified in a dense throng of energies that were fed us wisdoms and belief systems and actions, operated through us, to us as belief systems, wisdoms, and actions of limitation. This limitation created death, disease, war, famine, poverty, pedophilia, sex trafficking, human trafficking, and all of the other imbalances in our human culture, in our galactic culture, in our divine culture, in which aren't conducive to joy, wellness, happiness for all things, all beings, and all things. By the year 2033, the divine says we will be in a consciousness expansion, divine evolutionary status as a galactic species of the cosmos, a galactic species of divine creation, of the galactic species of the oneness of all things, of infinite potentials, energetic embodiment, DNA activation, genome activation. By the way, do not replace your professional medical advice with anything you experience or hear within Kingdom Things podcast. We will be in a state of consciousness expansion, consciousness awareness, DNA, genome, cellular activation, vibrational syncopation with the wisdoms and frequencies that are our limitless potentials, that are our soul, that are our omnipotent experience and wisdoms that were garnered through the infinite sojourns and experiences and embodiments and incarnations and manifestations of our soul, our souls, our energy. By the year 2033, we will be in the energies, conscious awareness, genome activation, DNA activation, to remember that we are a human culture, planet Earth, with no death, no disease, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. Which brings me to the Kingdom Things podcast, call to action. Sit with yourself for at least 2 hours a day, every day. Ask yourself, hey self, what is it that I need to do to come into greater conscious awareness, as well as greater conscious embodiment of my limitless potentials? Wait for the answers, because they will come. Your lingo with the universe is most likely unique to you. So whether you have a form of synesthesia that's not any specified psychic ability or extrasensory perception gift or soul gift that we know in the masses, but you get it, you understand it, you get the messages, you get the healing. Validate yourself in your knowing to become more comfortable, to unfurl, to blossom back into the embodiment of the divine omnipotent wellness and balance in which you've always been, in which we've always been. Let's go ahead and roll into the Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley Nicole Phillips. Channeled human dharmic purpose. It is prophecy. We are created to remember that we are limitless. We are created to remember that our paradigms of understanding of who we are in any moment are paradigms of experience, not to be taken on as our only truths, not to be indoctrinated or adopted as our only truths, but to be experienced, to be inquisitive about who we believe we are in every moment, who we think we are in every moment, who we are in every moment, being inquisitive about our nature, to grow and evolve into more conscious awareness, more widened scope understanding of our existential fundamental nature, things that we used to ponder as to what it meant to exist, what it meant to be human, understanding that we have the answers in our inner space, in our DNA. Every molecule of our existence is the wisdoms of the energies, the frequencies of remembrance. Again, sit with yourself to become greater consciously aware of the remembrance in which you are, in which we are, in which I am, in which all is. Let's go ahead and roll into the Kardashian scale prophecy. My soul says, hey, Ashley, whenever creation needs something to continue to grow and evolve, it naturally produces it. The oneness of all things, galactic creation, planet Earth culture. By the way, we're not the only beings of planet Earth. We live in a realm, an energetic embodiment that is projected, appears the way we believe or understand reality to be. Our conception of planet Earth is one that mirrors our divine evolutionary status, the makings of us, which is not bad in any way. My soul said, hey, Ashley, the divine said, hey, Ashley, embrace who you are, every dimension of you, because you are who you are to become more of who you are, or to contribute your authentic frequency, vibrational pigment of divine creation on the canvas of the oneness of all things. We know reality to be multidimensional through frequencies, energies, bandwidths of energies. We're not the only beings on planet Earth within this synaptical understanding of space and time. But whenever we decide to remember in the masses, let's call it as now. Say it's now. We will be a Kardashian scale type 1, type 2, type 3, galactic contributing being a planet Earth colony. If you don't know what the Kardashian scale is, the Kardashian scale was channeled by the astronomer Kardashev. My soul says, hey, Ashley, share that Kardashev channeled this Kardashev scale, so that you know so that y'all know that everything that y'all do, everything y'all are is a gift. All your thought patterns, all that you do, all that you believe you are is a gift from divine orchestration of the oneness of all things. Think of it as energies pinging off cell phone towers. You are all cell phone towers in which energies ping off of every human. You are the energies that are pinging, as well as you transmit energies amongst yourselves, amongst all things, everything that you interact with, to create an accumulation point that is you. And the alchemy of the accumulation point that is you delivers to you the way you manifest in every moment, as well as the thought patterns and actions in which you carry out, in which you are in every moment. My soul says, hey, Kardashev channeled the Kardashev scale. He was gifted the Kardashev scale by divine orchestration, so that we humanity know that we are benevolently dispositioned to continue to grow and evolve. The Kardashev scale outlines the evolutionary status of a galactic culture based off of the amount of our own energy in which we're able to harness towards our growth and evolution. The divine says we need a type 1, type 2, type 3 Kardashev scale contributing galactic culture, galactic being, limitless potential being culture of planet Earth to the ecosystem that is planet Earth. Now, truly here and now. Everything is what it is. It's our perspective, perception of what is, and which changes. As we grow and evolve, we all come into greater awareness or different perspectives of what is. And understand the way you perceive reality is unique to the accumulation point in which you are, to the X point in which you are, to the syncopation, alignment, projections, reflections, emanations, magnetization of the energy anomaly in which you are, and which we are. Be your authentic frequency. Be your authentic contribution to the oneness of all things, to allow for the alchemy of human culture, of galactic culture, to be an alchemy that is authentic to what is needed in every moment for the growth and evolution and upliftment and regeneration of all beings and all things of galactic creation, of divine creation, of limitless potentials, most commonly termed God, within our synaptical understanding of reality. God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, and many other things within our synaptical understanding of reality. The divine says we need a type 2, type 1, type 2, type 3 Kardashev scale colony. Our contributing being, human being of planet Earth, to the galactic ecosystem that is planet Earth, with many beings, many species, many realms, many dimensions. I'm also a singer-songwriter. I incantated type 1, type 2, type 3 Kardashev scale colony. This is my song, Alive in Peace. It's now streaming on my album, A Story Worth Telling. Ashley Nicole Music on YouTube is linked below. Subscribe to the channel. I heal myself in the spirit through my inner space, divinate through the inner space, and I create my music. You can find my albums, over 9+ projects, Ashley Nicole Music on YouTube, playlist section, 9+ projects, vlogs. I vlog my journey of divine evolution, awakening within a dream to the remembrance that I'm limitless. Within my vlog series, Dear Diary, Sincerely, Ashley Nicole Music. I also have a dancing show, Dancery, where I intuitively dance to my playlist of my healing frequencies. Dancery is available to stream on the channel. Work out with on the channel. Bring your workout shoes, your workout disposition, because this is what we do within Dancery. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into this installment of Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley Nicole Phillips. We're channeling Abraham Lincoln, transcendentally channeling Abraham Lincoln, as well as Sir Jamal Khashoggi. How it works with channeling ancestral forces or other dimensions of the self that present. We're all dimensions of the self, the oneness of all things that present to teach us things about ourselves in which we're conscious or unconsciously aware of. Ancestral forces, other dimensions of the self, are brought into my conscious awareness through extrasensory perception. It's like, hey, can you channel this being? Can you channel this person in your podcast? And I'll put it in my calendar. I was supposed to channel. It was in my calendar to channel Jamal Khashoggi yesterday, and then Abraham Lincoln today. I don't know. I just like. I'm trying to condense things so I don't overwork myself. So I say that to say I don't know how it's divine alignment, divine orchestration, divine intervention. Jamal Khashoggi I was supposed to channel yesterday. It was in my calendar to channel Jamal Khashoggi yesterday, which was October 31st, Halloween, And then today, Abraham Lincoln, my soul's like, hey, just channel Jamal Khashoggi tomorrow with Abraham Lincoln. I was like, okay, surely. And I was like, does that, I just inquired, I was like, is this alchemy going to work for what's needed for, the transmission? And my soul said, surely. Not for a minute did I put 1, 2 together. I didn't think of this until I got into pre-production. I sat here for a few minutes in the spirit and kind of just syncopated with what Sir Abraham Lincoln and Sir Jamal Khashoggi want to present, want to express within this installment. Both Sir Abraham Lincoln as well as Sir Jamal Khashoggi were murdered. And I was like, dang, that's right. I was like, whoa. I was like, how did I miss this? And even Jamal Khashoggi was like, how did she not get that? And my soul was like, she actually be in other dimensions, she be busy. I'll be occupied. I'll be occupied. I focus my thoughts in other places. I wasn't thinking about murder. I program my cells, my mind, body, soul, spirit to think high thoughts, to think abundant thoughts, to think what I want to experience, what I want to create, vibrate as what I want to experience, what I want to create. I wasn't thinking about murder. Jamal Khashoggi was like, how's she not? I was like, I'll be honest, I wasn't, Of course, I perceive it in our reality, and I'll drop it to my heart space. And I'll ask my questions, like I'll ask my soul, hey, why is this principle of correspondence, as below, so above? Everything in our reality is a manifestation of our energy, either past, present, or future. I'm like, hey, so what is this supposed to teach me about myself? Whenever I see things in my reality that I don't care for, to help be the remedy, to help be a vibration, an emanation, reflection, refraction, authentic frequential patterning, energetic anomaly that assists with uplifting and evolving our human culture into no death, no disease, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. So I ask myself, whenever I see things like that in reality, I ask myself, hey, what is this supposed to teach me about myself? My soul says, here comes the wisdoms. The wisdoms are flowing in. And I'll get understandings of how reality works, multidimensional galactic histories, of these imbalances that were carried through our ancestral lineages, that were looking to be met and faced. And luckily, we are the generation of galactic beings, divine creation, limitless potentials, awakening within our dreams, or within whatever reality we dwell in, as whoever we believe we are. Awakening within the dreams, realities, realms, dimensions, beingness, to remember that we are limitless. And everything that we experience, everything that we perceive is a dimension of ourselves, to teach and grow our limitless nature, or our energies, or our contribution to the oneness of all things, as we are synonymously tandem with the oneness of all things, with the concerted focus or understanding or perspective of who we are in any moment, to create paradigms, dimensionalities, or our authentic frequential patternings, contribution to the oneness of all things, to grow and evolve the oneness of all things into more wellness and balance. Mouthful. So y'all ask about these things when they come into conscious awareness. And when I put Jamal Khashoggi in my calendar, he reminded me, the spirit reminded me, he reminded me, I was assassinated. I was murdered by the Saudi crown, Saudi prince. He wants me to say his whole name. And I'm like, I'll just say Saudi prince. Everybody knows who it is. Baby, you can Google it. I literally Googled it and saw the name. I don't need to say it. Respectfully, Sir Jamal Khashoggi, everybody know who it is. Nobody is. You can Google this and know, baby, know what this is about. Know what this is about. Everybody knows this. And when I was in pre-production just a moment ago, just getting the understandings of what Jamal Khashoggi as well as Abraham Lincoln wanted me to know, so that they can channel through me and I can have conscious awareness and I can speak the way they want to speak through me. We can incantate and share and deliver the wisdoms, healing frequencies, and messages in which they want to share. It's really cool. I've grown and evolved into a state of conscious awareness. What's it called? A state of sentience, where I can perceive the contrasts in our beingness or our contribution to the evolution of all things. Even as we're one, we're contrasting elements of the oneness of all things. Synonymously one with the oneness of all things, meaning we can reach into our inner space, connect to, vibrate with whatever we need to vibrate with for our divine evolution, to more conscious awareness, conscious awareness, conscious embodiment of our limitless potentials for the upliftment and evolution of all things. I was sitting here pre-production with Jamal Khashoggi, and I was just reading through a quick Wikipedia summary of some stuff, and I was getting downloads, and I could perceive that Sir Jamal Khashoggi, Mr. Jamal Khashoggi, he knows this stuff. I could perceive it. I was like, because I can energetically perceive it. Okay, he knows his stuff. He was like, how does she not know it? Because it wasn't a part of my divine evolution, my soul's evolution, to be a scholar, to be well-read in what it is that Jamal Khashoggi is a scholar and well-read in. We are who we are when we are. We know what we know when we know. We have conscious awareness of what we have conscious awareness of when we do, to contribute our authentic, energetic, anomalous, beautiful, authentic contribution to the evolution of all things. I'm reading through the article, and it's about the Saudi government. I'm energetically, sentiently receiving the transmissions of a bit of what Jamal Khashoggi, Sir Jamal Khashoggi, Mr. Jamal Khashoggi understands about the Saudi government. I was like, dang. And he's like, she doesn't know this. It's like that where she lives in her dimensionality, her existence, her divine evolution. This hasn't been pertinent to be brought to her conscious awareness. And now we're bringing it to the conscious awareness to heal it up, to evolve our humanism, to evolve our multidimensional energetic influences, the multi-energetic influences in which we are, and the multidimensional energetic influences in which have been for centuries, millennia, influencing us in an unconscious manner that was not for the upliftment and evolution of all things. As the beings and energies whom we're influencing and being influenced, we were out of alignment with the understanding that we were a part of a grander orchestration in which everything that we do grows and evolves or decays. This grander orchestration, most commonly termed God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, or the oneness of all things. So I'm reading through the article, and I'm getting sentient understandings of what Jamal Khashoggi knows is like the Saudi government. It's like stepping into the way it operates. It's like stepping into a dungeon of confinement, of imprisonment. If you speak out against the Saudi government, you're a dissident, subject to persecution, as Jamal Khashoggi was persecuted. And when, as me and Jamal Khashoggi, Mr. Jamal Khashoggi and I were sentiently and otherwise preparing for this installment, this podcast installment, I perceived a correlation of galactic history, the way we've been operating as galactic beings, out of alignment with our sentient wholeness, or our remembrance that we were created to be unconditional love being the masters of the remembrance that as below, so above, principle of correspondence. Everything in my reality is only a manifestation of co-creation of my energy. And my energy is in no way anomalous in the way that my energy doesn't stand alone. My energy is a co-creation of all the energies in existence. I came into creation because all the energies in existence needed me to assist with evolving all of the energies of creation. You came into existence because all of the energies of creation needed you to assist with the growth and evolution of all of the energies in creation. We forgot this. Many dimensions of galactic creation, many timelines of galactic creation forgot this. Some didn't. That's what allows us to inundate and acclimate with the higher wisdoms, because there are timelines, universes of galactic creation that remembered, because it was a part of their dharmic purpose to be rememberers for universes and timelines, that it was our dharmic purpose to fall, to be fallen, or to forget our wisdoms, to garner the wisdoms of what it is, what it creates, to fall and forget. I channeled a Kingdom Things podcast installment. I'm going to link it below. It's titled Anatolia Teachings. And it's ancestral forces, ancestral energies from Turkey. Turkey, the country, within our synaptical understanding of reality, within our realm of reality creation. Ancestral forces from Turkey's connected to Turkey, Anatolia teachings. They're like, hey, Ashley, whether you perceive yourself as spiraling down or up the Fibonacci spiral of evolution, you're garnering wisdoms, packs of wisdoms to be used as fortification for growth and expansion and regeneration. So we've been a part of an experiment by the divine or the oneness of all things, because everything truly is a bigger orchestration, a bigger orchestration, a grander orchestration to assist with the growth and evolution of all things. Why Anatolia, Turkey, ancestral forces, energies, teaching says, whether it's spiraling down or up, the Fibonacci spiral of evolution, we're garnering wisdoms to go towards the fortification, the bolstering, the evolution, energetic sustenance to grow and evolve all things into more conscious awareness, conscious balance, regeneration, abundance, joy, wealth in mind, body, soul, spirit, and all the other paradigms in which creation, or we identify as infinite paradigms, as we are infinite paradigms, infinite dimensions, and whoever we believe we are in any moment, wherever we believe we are in any moment, is a part of our contribution to the evolution of all things. It's no longer demonizing our egos, demonizing our history, demonizing who we believe we are. It's understanding who we believe we are. Our egos, our personalities, our history is our contribution, us pulling our weight as divine dimensions of the oneness of all things, most commonly termed God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Brahman, Hashem, the Most High, and many other things within our synaptical acceptance and divine evolutionary status of existence. Our ego, our personalities, our good, our bad, our left, our right, our yin, our yang, our up, our down, our hot, our cold, our dark, our light, our history, where we've been, where we're going, who we are, is our contribution, our existential, fundamental nature contribution towards the growth and evolution of the existence that is all things. Most commonly termed God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Brahman, Prime, Hashem, the Most High. I perceive the Saudi Arabian government operation, the way it operates, as a dungeon. I'm like, people like really still live like this. Jamal Khashoggi's like, how did you not know? Like, I'm over here in America, South Texas, Southern America, and Texas. You know, it wasn't a part of my divine evolution for this to be brought to my conscious awareness yet, and now it's here. Trust me that there's plenty of other things that are in my conscious awareness that aren't in Jamal Khashoggi's conscious awareness. There's plenty of things that are in your conscious awareness that aren't in my conscious awareness. Why? Because whoever we are, wherever we believe we are, whoever we believe we are, is a part of our contribution towards the growth and evolution of all things. Us showing up as our vibrant, authentic, frequential patternings on the canvas of the oneness of all things. Jamal Khashoggi was murdered by the Saudi crown prince. Because he had questions. Because he felt like the way Saudi Arabia, he questioned the way Saudi Arabia operated, the government of Saudi Arabia. the moral compass or lack thereof of the crown family of Saudi Arabia. The suffering of the people of Saudi Arabia. The suffocation of the people of Saudi Arabia. It's murdered for being a dissident or a pioneer or an advocate for change in Saudi Arabia. And many other dimensions, countries of the Middle East that share the governmental operating force of suppression. You're welcome, thank you. I noticed when I was looking at this energy, perceiving this energy, I was like, hey, I know that we're all energy. X points or intersections or accumulation points of infinite dimensions of frequencies, and whatever we're embodying consciously and subconsciously, unconsciously in the moment as an X point or a portal intersecting dimension of many energetic frequential patternings or functionings that are the wisdoms and which manifest the way we show up in every moment and which manifest the way we act in every moment. I remembered, hey, we have this, in spirituality, we have this term called the walk-in, where people suddenly change in their spirit and the way they show up and their mannerisms and their characteristics is, oh, they had a spiritual walk-in. Or they began to embody energies in which they didn't embody before. We demonize this quality, calling it being possessed. But then understanding that we are energy. And anytime we interact with anything else, we're creating a third energy or an evolution of our own energy, which grows and evolves our own energy into something else. Even me picking up my binder, I interacted with this binder, which created a third energy, which evolves my energy into something else. I've been able to perceive through coming into more conscious awareness, conscious alignment, universal alignment of my limitless potentials, of my sentient nature, by healing myself through my inner and outer space, through Kingdom Things Podcast, through the journey of Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley Nicole Phillips, which is a dharmic gift, a spiritual inheritance of mine, Kingdom Things Podcast. I remember, I'm like, hey, every energy that we embody, it's different dimensions of the soul, of the self, other beings. These energies can manifest as beings or as us through the portal, the energy, the X point in which we are. They manifest as us, how we show up in any moment, or they can manifest in different ways. These energies, these beings, whenever we are in any state, including a state where we are suppressive to others, where we perceive ourselves as above others in a way that we can put our boots on the necks of others, in a way that we can control others, in the way that we believe we can decide the fate of others' lives. These lives that are divine creation, these lives that are God. We are aligned with energies that are dissident, that are dissident, that are the dissonance of our dharmic purpose as divine creation, to remember the sanctity of life, to remember that all is within, to remember that What you do unto others shall be done unto you. Or to remember that the energy that you put out is going to come back to you. We've been playing in a realm, a reality that was reinforced by beings and species of alien, extraterrestrial, galactic, and beyond forces that saw it fit funny even to create a realm of beings who played a game in which in our realm, our reality, or our game, we killed, stealed, and destroyed. Forgetting that when we kill, steal, and destroy, we're only harming ourselves or our ancestral lineage. I'm going to sit back and we're going to channel Mr. Jamal Khashoggi, as well as Sir Abraham Lincoln. Before I sit back, I want to say a few words about Sir Abraham Lincoln, 16th President of the United States of America. When I was in pre-production with, going over what I need, what Sir Abraham Lincoln wanted me to know, with channeling Sir Abraham Lincoln, Mr. Abraham Lincoln in this transmission, I felt I've channeled other presidents. I channeled President Theodore Roosevelt. It's in the catalog, Kingdom Things Podcast catalog. Theodore Roosevelt is in the title, so just type in Theodore Roosevelt. It'll come up when you go look in the catalog. Timeless catalog. Whatever occupation we align ourselves with, we're aligning ourselves, our existence, our evolution, with the energies of the occupation. So I felt the energies of politics when I, with aligning with Abraham Lincoln. I felt the energies of politics. When I say the energies of politics, I felt like a headiness and the way that everything you do is so methodical. You're always thinking about how can we, with coming into greater conscious awareness and conscious embodiment and living and being as limitless potentials. I've been practicing this, letting go of the how, when, where, why. How, when, where, why. Letting go of the how, when, where, why, who. Following our highest joys, setting our intentions in prayer and meditation, asking our soul, asking ourselves, who did I come back in existence to be? Let me be this. Let me align with this. Let me live a life that represents this, that is this. Shall it be for the upliftment and regeneration of all things, as universally aligned, universally assigned. In this realm, this box, this reinforced box that we've been living in, understanding whenever we go to our headspace, asking the how, where, when, where, who, we're only aligning with these ancestral energies, these ancestral understandings that manifest governments that would murder, execute a journalist visiting a consulate. Consulate. Anytime any citizen, any human being steps inside of a government building, it should be the utmost safety, irregardless of what country you're in, as our governments should serve the people, irregardless of what country we're in. Our governments should have a philanthropic disposition to protect the people, to love the people, to uplift the people, in wellness and balance, regardless of what country we're in. I'm going to sit back and we're going to channel Sir Jamal Khashoggi, as well as Sir Abraham Lincoln. Thank you ahead of time. I'm going to transcendentally channel, so I'll close my eyes. You're more than welcome to close your eyes as well, to allow any energies and frequencies to uplift you in the way that your soul guided you to this video, have you watching this video to experience, to come into greater conscious awareness, as well as conscious embodiment of your limitless potential. Let it be as universally aligned, universally assigned for the upliftment and regeneration of all things. Yourself, myself, be including in all things. We are all things. Do not replace your professional medical advice with anything you experience or hear in the podcast. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jamal Khashoggi, Mr. Jamal Khashoggi speaking. Thank you, Ashley, for having me here. It was on short notice, and my untimely demise is one that was captured in headlines and journalist reports and newspapers of academia, political academia. In a year as recent as 2018, I wasn't sure if this experience you would be open to this experience, Ashley. As I feared that you would be in fear to share my presence through your podcast when I was just murdered, not even a decade ago. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. 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 Thank you, Jamal Khashoggi. I perceived in pre-production just a few minutes ago that Mr. Jamal Khashoggi, he had a what's the right saying? He wanted to voice, hey, I'm here. Yes, you murdered me. I didn't go anywhere. I'm still here. I perceive his spirit, his soul is unsettled. Still. Which, there's perceptions you can align with to understand why his soul would be unsettled. As I was channeling him, he's like, I thought you would be afraid to channel me. I thought you'd be afraid of persecution, as Jamal Khashoggi was afraid of persecution as a dissident to the Saudi Arabian government. I'm going to share this understanding not to be insensitive, but to hopefully provide soul healing for Sir Jamal Khashoggi, as well as all of humanity. Anything that we experience or face in our reality is a cocoon, or an energy in which we embody, in which we are, to rectify, to change or evolve the energy into something else. Whatever we fear, we normally manifest it. To face ourselves, to grow the energy in which we fear into something else. Jamal Khashoggi, as a dissident to the Saudi Arabian government, feared persecution, so he manifested it. It sounds insensitive. I say this not to be insensitive. I say this so we don't have murder. So that we meet ourselves in our inner spaces and grow and evolve the energies in which manifest, create murderers, and victims of murderers. I'm going to go even one step further. As victim consciousness also perpetuates murderers and rapists and pedophiles and swindlers, thieves. If you are a victim of something, understand you hold the polar opposite energy, or you've been in the other, you manifested as the victimizer. And you're manifesting as a victim to see what it feels like to be the victim of the victimizer, in which you were in your last life, in your last decade of existence, in the other realm, in the other galaxy, on the other planet, in which you perpetrated, in which you're now on the receiving end of what is being perpetrated. allowing ourselves to be the full circle, or the wholeness of the left, right, yin, yang, up and down, or exploring the thought patterns opposite of whatever we believe we are in any moment. Exploring the energies and thought patterns on the other end of the spectrum, the contrasting opinion, the contrasting belief of whoever we believe in any moment, whoever we believe we are in any moment, whatever we think in any moment. To be the full circle, to be the alchemy of the wellness and upliftment, vibrational upliftment, evolution of our energy, to assist with creating no death, no disease, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. The future human in the present moment. Biblically prophesied second coming. Mayan hope and prophesied. My Hopi prophesied. Fifth world, or heaven on earth. Mass awakening. Awakening within the dream. We're going to sit back and we're going to channel Sir Abraham Lincoln. Thank you so much, Sir Abraham Lincoln. Thank you, Ashley, for having me here in this space. My incarnation isn't as fresh as Mr. Jamal Khashoggi's, as I transcended this realm of reality within the 19th century of existence as a human being of planet Earth. Some time ago. Over 100 years ago. My murder was one in which I suspected would happen as I challenged status quo, as I challenged the fervor of the Confederacy. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Whenever I'm channeling any ancestral force, we're healing together energetically. Sir Abraham Lincoln was like, I can't. This healing is good, it's great, it's lovely, but I got to go. It's like the energy was just too powerful. The healing was just too much for Mr. Abraham Lincoln. He's like, that's all I can say. That's all I can muster up. And I could perceive his energy, his soul trembling in fear. The fear that we ran from as humans, as a manifestation of divine forces. We ran from our cocoons, our energies that are us, in which we incarnated in this experience, in which we blossom back into divine creation to face ourselves, our energy, to grow and evolve our energy into something else. Instead of facing ourselves to the inner space and the outer space, by understanding that our outer space is a manifestation of our inner space, to be inquisitive about our outer space, and in our inner space, asking our souls, our inner space, through prayer, meditation, what is my energy trying to teach me about myself? Instead of doing this, we ran from ourselves. We became presidents. No disrespect, Abraham Lincoln. We became senators and presidents. No disrespect, Jamal Khashoggi. We became journalists, world-renowned journalists. We become podcasters. Whoever you identify yourself as. It's no longer demonizing these qualities about ourselves, because this is our realm. And just like our immediate energy, our immediate existence, we get to grow and evolve it into more wellness and balance by accepting ourselves and being inquisitive about ourselves, to grow and evolve our energy into something else. We get to accept the way we do reality. Be inquisitive about the way we do reality, to grow and evolve into something else, to more wellness, more balance, more universal alignment. Universal alignment to assist with the upliftment and regeneration of all things. Thank you, Abraham Lincoln, as well as Mr. Abraham Lincoln, as well as Mr. Jamal Khashoggi, for presenting your energy, your influence, your upliftment, your co-creation in this podcast to assist with being a healing transmission, to heal and uplift everyone who experiences this transmission and beyond. I want to thank y'all so much for dropping in on this installment of Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley Nicole Phillips. Again, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Hit the notification bell to help proliferate the Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley Nicole Phillips. Journey to a healed and balanced human culture of planet Earth. Share with whoever you think can garner something from it. Healing, validation, inspiration, enjoyment. Follow if you're watching on Spotify. Again, share to help proliferate the Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley Nicole Phillips. Journey to a healed and balanced human culture, planet Earth. This is really heavy. Really heavy. I had this in my calendar. I was just carrying along with my day because I didn't really deep dive into what we were going to talk about, because I was like, I'll get the downloads and understandings. Because, baby, I'm a professional at this now. I'm a pro at this Kingdom Things Podcast process, baby. I'm still a student. Okay, I tell myself all the time. So let me always be a student to divine creation. Let me never think that I know what I need to know, and let me never think there's nothing else I need to know. Let me always be a student to light. But I focus on balance, and because I accept this reality, and I want to live this reality and balance and wellness. So I was just carrying along with my day, and then hit pre-production, and baby, I was just like, oh shoot, they were both murdered. I was like, shoot, that's heavy. And we started healing, and we got this healing transmission to be the wellness, to be the wellness, to be the wellness. All right. I know it's awkward. It's going to be an awkward transition, but we got to do our closing. We got to close it out. So we have Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley Nicole Phillips, where I share my evolution, my healing, my wellness. I also have another podcast, Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment, which is available to stream for free on YouTube. We do powwow sessions over there. Whenever we calm our inner space with the ancestral forces, ancestral energies, universal energies, to grow and evolve our human into more wellness, more balance, more universal alignment, universal assignment, dharmic purpose for the upliftment and regeneration of all things, we call these powwow sessions. Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment, many ancestral forces, many healing frequencies, healing wisdoms, divine revelations, existential fundamental nature, remembrances. Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment, again, is available to stream for free on YouTube. Do not replace any of your professional medical advice with anything you hear within Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley Nicole Phillips, as well as Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. We talked about it. I am a singer, songwriter. My music, Ashley Nicole Music, is available to stream on YouTube for free. You'll see my melanated face in the profile picture of my afro. You can also go down into the description of this Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley Nicole Phillips transmission, and you'll see the link to my channel to take you straight over to my music channel. 9+ albums, dancery, intuitive dancing show, Dear Diary, Sincerely Ashley Nicole Music vlogs. What else was over there? Oh yeah, my live studio sessions, pre-written recording sessions. So you can kind of see the makings of my music, because the makings of my music is super healing and therapeutic. I hope you found my musical journey and my sessions, writing sessions and studio sessions, healing and uplifting, full of enjoyment. Do not replace your professional medical advice with any of my musical content either. I'm also an author, y'all. Y'all know the synopsis. I say this every installment. I authored the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. It is a 3-part book series. The first 2 parts are Asia's story. The first book, Coming Home, the story of Asia. The second book, The Story of Asia, I'm Home. Asia is a teenage girl growing up in the New York City foster care system. She's catalyzed onto her spiritual awakening journey when she meets her twin flame Chase in the hallway of her school Manhattan Prep. I've never written this down. I just say it so much. I know it by heart. She's catalyzed onto her spiritual awakening journey when she meets her twin flame Chase in the hallway of her school Manhattan Prep. She goes through a lot of existential crises, which assist her with growing and evolving into greater conscious awareness, as well as conscious embodiment of her limitless potentials. We no longer have to suffer to become remembered or to awaken in the dream, or to embody more of our formless nature or our infinite wisdoms within our paradigms of dimensionality. We no longer have to suffer. We're proactive. We go in our inner space, inquisitive about our own embodiment, which is synonymous with the oneness of all things, and we're inquisitive about our reality to grow and evolve our energy or our existence into more wellness and balance. Asya is catalyzed onto her spiritual awakening journey when she meets her twin flame Chase in the hallway of her school Manhattan Prep. She goes through a lot of existential crises, which assist her with growing and evolving into greater conscious awareness of the unconditional love, limitless potentials, purpose, divine purpose in which she's always been, which help her manifest a self and reality that reflects the unconditional love, divine remembrance, divine purpose, limitless potentials, wellness and balance, universal alignment, universal assignment for the upliftment and regeneration of all things in which she's always been. The third part of the unconditional love literature parcel is my other half. My other half is a twin flame, divine counterpart journey back home to God inside. One soul manifested in an optical experience of duality, or many, the one becoming many. One soul manifests as human beings of planet Earth in many dimensions, many stories. This one soul knows it's supposed to co-create a love and a life with this matching frequential patterning, which separates and manifests as man and woman, or two beings, as human beings of planet Earth. It's one soul, two beings of planet, man and woman, planet Earth, two beings of planet Earth, knows it's supposed to co-create a love and a life together. Each lifetime says that their love can't work. They will co-create a love and a life together. Which lifetime, under which circumstance? This is my paradigm of the way my energy does reality, or my preference, the way my energy does reality as far as man and woman. Whatever your energy calls for, inspires for, aspires to, as far as man, woman, woman, that is your preference. I love it. It's your experience. It's your authentic pigment on the canvas, authentic frequency on the canvas of divine creation. Just one soul manifested as two. Over many lifetime, many love stories. Know they're supposed to co-create a love and a life together. They will do it. Which lifetime, under which circumstances? The book is prophetic. The unconditional love literature parcel is available to purchase in the Amazon bookstore. If you're doing digital downloads, it's 3 separate downloads. Link below in the description, you'll find the specified link for the 3 digital downloads. It's $29.97 plus tax for the unconditional love literature parcel. If you're doing paperback copies, it's 2 bindings. The first 2 parts, Asia's story, Coming Home, the story of Asia, followed by the story of Asia, I'm Home, comes in 1 binding. The third book, My Other Half, comes in a separate binding. $29.98 plus tax nonetheless for 3 stories and 2 paperback bindings mailed to your home. Specified links below for physical copy in the description. I'm also an intuitive chef, y'all. I love cooking. It's one of the things I enjoy in this realm, this dimensionality of existence. I intuitively cook within Magic Meals with Ashley Nicole Phillips, which is available to stream on YouTube. It's linked below. We go to the store sometimes. We get divine revelations. Whatever the ancestors tell us to put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish. This is what we put into the pot, the pan, the baking dish. We also have mukbangs over there. 2 different types. Dinner Talk is a mukbang series on, let me see your, Dinner Talk is a mukbang series on Magic Meals with Ashley Nicole Phillips in the playlist section. And then we also have, I'm going to say that one more time. I'm not going to cut none of this out. Dinner Talk is a mukbang series within Magic Meals with Ashley Nicole Phillips in the playlist section. And then we have Let Me See Your Plate, which is another mukbang series that's more casual, more fun. It's in the playlist section of Magic Meals with Ashley Nicole Phillips. Again, available to stream on YouTube for free. Link below in the description of this Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley Nicole Phillips installment. Lastly, we have a couple more things. We have Asia's Story, the animated series. All of the really cool, existential, fundamental, interdimensional experiences in which I have conscious awareness of. interdimensional wisdoms in which I have conscious awareness of, multidimensional experiences and wisdoms in which I have conscious awareness of. I channel these into the animated series. Osseous Story, the animated series, which stems from the unconditional love literature parcel universe realm world, is available to stream on YouTube for free at this time. AP Short Stories on YouTube, link below in the description of this installment, Kingdom Things KTP installment. There's a few seasons. There's a playlist where I was just getting into the swing of how to create this animated series. It's all heart guided, intuitively guided. There's that playlist, and then the first like official solid season of Asia's animated series is called Asia Takes Italy. And then we have the animated series, Osseous Story, that's one of the playlists on the channel, AP Short Stories on YouTube. And then we have I'm Home, which is another playlist. It's a whole season of Osseous Story, the animated series. And then we have a playlist, Humanity's Home, which is another season, completed a season of Osseous Story, the animated series. Now available to stream, AP Short Stories on YouTube, link below. I also have a live series, which I co-created through my inner space of the oneness of all things, Out of the Box. It's about what we're all experiencing in some way to contribute with the evolution and upliftment of all things, awakening within the dream, awakening or growing into greater conscious awareness of our limitless potentials beyond who we think we are, where we think we are in any moment, to embody, be more of our omnipotent, limitless, balanced, well potentials. Out of the Box is available to stream astronomical music on YouTube. Playlist section, you'll see Out of the Box. Thank y'all again for dropping in, stopping in. Thank your souls for me too. I'm thanking your souls, but thank your soul for me too. Because you're here because it was soul guidance. Everything that we do is soul guided for us to experience, for our human, our avatar, to experience what we need to grow and evolve, and to whatever we blossom back into divine creation to be. Because we're limitless. We've always been. But you were born on the day that you were born with the name that you have as limitless potentials, re-blossoming back into divine creation. Thank your soul for me, for bringing you here to co-create this experience, to validate my experience, my soul telling me, hey, Ashley, the world needs your podcast. The world needs your voice as a resource. One of many voices, one of many podcasts, as one of many resources as we awaken. I'm glad to be this. I love you. Love on yourself. Self-love is the best love because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality to love you back. Self-love is the best love because you are loving your truest truth. Give that love to yourself first. Self-love is the best love because it helps you embody more of your limitless potentials consciously. I'm going to see y'all later. Bye.
We have a new mission for you, dear Asya.
We? New mission? So soon?
You're more than capable and prepared.
I am. What's my mission?
Assisting with harmony in the insectoid universe.
Okay. I mean, the first time I communicated with the insectoids, it was pretty freaky.
Yes, the first time you consciously communicated with the insectoids, dear Asya. And you acclimated. You're acclimating. You've met with the insectoids since, correct?
Yeah, using my extrasensory perception abilities that I've been mastering over time.
You are ready for this mission. Allow your genome to acclimate to the new vibrational frequencies that are you, to the more limitless nature that is you.
I am coming out of a gestational amnesiac phase of the evolution of myself, of the self, of the all. And evolution takes
time. You are ready.
Hey, my name is Asya, and I am an interdimensional being. I know. I just found out myself. Everything that I thought was my truth was a lie. I chose to continue this life because of the one thing that I know isn't a lie. Love.
Tapped into the heart to find home. What colony are you from? I transcend space and time to ground a better way of life. 32.949 Sector 2, Andromeda Galaxy.
Long time no see, Asya. Yeah, it only took a whole shift of the game board called reality, or the mass awakening of the human consciousness. I love the new hairstyle, Alexi. With our spirits universally aligned.
We are now defined. Divine humans. Welcome home, Earthlings.
Are you tapped into what is taking place?
The transmutation of the Nagas beings, or the reptilian entities on the planet.
We, humanity, seeded the energies of our home frequencies to allow for the transmutation of our ancestral pasts that are out of alignment with universal orchestration, the mass awakening, the great shift, the awakening of the I Am.
All is within. The Nagas, energies, beings, and entities, reptilians, were never separate from humanity. Rather, they're a part of the makings of us. The makings of us that deserve to be evolved into new dimensions of wellness and balance.
And so it is. There's a lot of changes taking place on the planet. What we know as psychic attacks. What's truly taking place is the harmonizing of the universes. Low vibrational energies and limiting beliefs that are no longer conducive for the evolution and upliftment for all things are being purged from God's creation, or transmuted, alchemized into higher vibrational beingness. Below, in this episode of Asia's Story, in the description, you'll find an episode of Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley Nicole Phillips. My author, Ashley Nicole Phillips, channeled Ascended Master Katumi and Archangel Michael to help with just this situation, just this occurrence. The melding of spirit with the human mind, which creates psychic attacks. We'll get through this just fine. Fairy godmother Miss Tracy.
I did not mean to scare you. Boo! I came to give you a little encouragement and a message from the universes. Do you remember the energetic or spiritual work that we did about forgiving our families? Yes, I do, Miss Tracy. Woo! Well, the healing we've done to grow the human consciousness expands our family, Asya. What you talking about, Miss Tracy? The reptoids, Asya.
The message that fairy godmother Miss Tracy had is very true. I have to forgive the makings of me, the makings of us, the makings of we. I have these super cool spiritual gifts that I'm no longer whispering about. As I remain heart-centered and filled with my emotions, my Akashic records allots for the manifestation of what I intended to create on a soul level before I incarnated. Manifesting what I intended to co-create with the universes on a soul level with the energies in which I feel. Allowing my thoughts to align with more abundant thoughts, or allowing myself to be gifted thoughts that align with what I intended to manifest. A lot of the times I'm understanding these thoughts for the first time. A lot of the times I'm becoming consciously aware of these thoughts for the first time. It's a part of being a creator being, co-creating with the universal forces or the oneness of all things.
The insectoid universes are harmonized?
They are.
Wasn't so bad, was it?
work in progress, or evolution.
And just like all things in reality, what goes around comes around. Or you will meet this mission again, to harmonize the insectoid universes.
Yes, I understand.
Yes, and from what I understand, you're not sure of things to put that Akashic record of yours to use.
You heard about the reptilian mission I was placed on?
Why, yes, Asia. We all heard. All of limitless potential hears.
It only took all space and time to co-create a peace treaty with the reptoids. Drop into your heart space for more info, or wait until the next episode of Asia's story. My name is Asia, and I'm a teenage witch. Just kidding. I am a starseed.
My story is much like humanity's story. I awakened to some pretty spectacular things about myself. Coming home, the story of Asia, followed by the story of Asia, I'm home. The book series that introduces the book. After returning from the day's trip, I have read my attempts letter. He speaks of my father releasing him from imprisonment and the fate of death. He pleads for us to run away together. This plea is one of which I'm in no state to decline. My other half, available in the Amazon bookstore. I feel as though I was born here on earth to find you. I was created to find my person, the unconditional love literature person, now available in the Amazon bookstore.